My daughter Ashley, she's no longer here with.
31 years old. A luxury wildlife resort in Zanzibar. A dream proposal surrounded by wild animals. Ashley Janay posted a photo of the moment with a simple caption, "If this is a dream, no one wake me up." She was absolutely glowing. She looked happier than she had ever been. 4 days later, she was dead. Her fiancé, a billionaire crypto founder named Joe McCann, told the local police a very simple story. He said they had a fight and she took her own life in their hotel room. But Ashley's family, her closest friends, and thousands of people online are looking at the facts and saying the exact same thing. This is a cover-up. Her family is publicly demanding the FBI take over the investigation. They have zero trust in the Tanzanian authorities. And when you look at the evidence left behind, you will see exactly why they are so suspicious. The red flags started waving long before the couple ever booked that trip. On paper, dating a billionaire sounds perfect. But people who actually paid attention to Ashley's posts noticed something very dark about Joe. Look closely at their engagement photos. Ashley is beaming. She is entirely in the moment. Then look at Joe. His posture is completely stiff. His face shows absolutely zero joy. His eyes are cold and empty. There is nothing romantic about his expression. He does not look like a man in love. He looks like a man executing a plan. Her followers noticed this energy months ago. Total strangers left comments on her old pictures trying to warn her. One person bluntly wrote, "Please don't chop her up and put her in a wall." Ashley actually responded, laughing it off, saying, "I don't get chopped, just screwed." Another person left a comment 20 weeks ago saying, "He gonna una live you." A third person warned, "He is going to harm you. Get out." Think about how terrifying that is. Random people scrolling on their phones felt such a dangerous vibe from this man that they tried to warn her. But she did not see it. To understand what might have really happened in that hotel room, you have to look at Joe's bank accounts. Joe built his entire public image around being a genius crypto investor. He ran a massive fund called Asymmetric. But behind closed doors, his financial world was completely falling apart. In 2025, his fund crashed. We are not talking about a small dip. Word on the street is he lost 80% of the fund's value. That is millions and millions of dollars completely wiped out. High-profile investors were absolutely furious. One major player even went public, stating he would never trust a fund like that again after losing so much money under Joe's management. Joe was bleeding cash. His reputation was tanking. But instead of fixing the mess, he tried to fail upward. Right after the massive crash, he announced a wild new plan. He wanted to raise $1.5 billion for a brand new company called Accelerate. But there is a huge problem. You cannot fund a billion-dollar project or pay off angry investors when your pockets are empty. You need liquid cash and you need it fast. This brings us to the most disturbing detail of the entire case. Reports say Joe secretly purchased a massive life insurance policy on Ashley. And he made sure he was the sole beneficiary. If you look at the timeline, a very dark theory starts to make perfect sense. Did Joe take out a huge policy, plan a highly publicized proposal to prove they were deeply in love, and then stage a tragedy? And why do it in Zanzibar? If you are a powerful, wealthy man planning something terrible, you do not do it in the United States. The FBI would be on your doorstep in hours. You take a trip overseas. You pick a location where the legal system is known to be a little more flexible. A place where a rich tourist can throw some money around and easily control the story. Zanzibar fit that description perfectly. Now, look at the official story from the local police. The regional police chief, Benedict, released a statement saying the couple had a major disagreement on Thursday, April 9th. The argument was so bad that hotel management had to separate them into different rooms. The police claim Ashley then went into the wardrobe and used a piece of her own dress to hang herself. They said she was found alive but passed away the very next day in the hospital. The authorities closed the book. They officially ruled out foul play. They basically said there was nothing to see here. But the physical evidence strongly disagrees. Reports indicate there were double strangulation marks on Ashlee's neck. This is the detail that changes everything. In a typical self-harm case, you usually see one specific mark. If there are two separate marks, it points directly to a violent struggle. Suggests someone choked her first, realized what they had done, and then clumsily tried to stage the room to look like she did it to herself. Does it make any sense that a woman who was happily posting about her dream life 96 hours earlier suddenly decided to end it all? No. Sounds like she was fighting for her life. And if Joe tried to fake the scene, he did a sloppy job. Then there is Joe's behavior after the incident. This is the part that proves just how cold he really is. When Ashlee was found, Joe did not immediately call her parents. He did not scream for help. He waited 11 hours to notify her family that she was even in the hospital. 11 hours. What was he doing for half a day while his fiancé was fighting for her life? Was he calling his lawyers? Was he having quiet conversations with local authorities to make sure the police report matched his exact story? While Ashlee's family was living an absolute nightmare, people checked Joe's social media. He was not posting a tribute. He was not asking for privacy or prayers. He was on X posting regular, everyday updates about artificial intelligence and crypto. He was tweeting like it was a normal Thursday. At the exact same time, fans noticed something highly suspicious on Ashlee's profiles. Photos of the couple started mysteriously disappearing. People strongly believe Joe had her passwords, logged into her accounts while she was dying, and started scrubbing the internet of their history together. Ashlee's family is refusing to let this go. Her best friends, like Savannah Britt, are keeping her name in the headlines. They are pushing hard for the FBI to step in. They know a local police force might want to close the case quickly to protect their tourism industry. They know local cops might be easily swayed by a billionaire. They want American forensics to examine those double marks on her neck. They want investigators to pull the records on that life insurance policy. They want the FBI to seize Joe's phone, track his digital footprint, and find out exactly who he was talking to during that 11-hour gap. The family has even hired a private investigator to dig up the truth. A wealthy man thought he could orchestrate the perfect crime in a foreign country and just walk away with the cash. But he completely underestimated Ashlee's family, and he underestimated how fast the internet can put the pieces together. Truth is coming out. But the question remains, will the authorities step in fast enough to hold the right person accountable? What are your thoughts on this? Do the crypto crash and the secret insurance policy prove this was a setup from day one? Drop your theories in the comments section below.